Hades 2, everybody. This game came out in early access, and I completely missed it until like 2 days ago.
Okay.
So you know what? I decided I'm going to jump into it.
Yeah?
And then I texted Austin. I was like, hey, Austin, you should get it with me. And he's like, nah.
Hell nah.
Because he's being a little punk, but that's okay.
I thought you were reviewing this, to be honest.
I thought so
I would
too.
have.
Why didn't you?
He loves Hades.
Because apparently a sweet baby had their hand in this thing.
Oh, that's why. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Brett.
Yeah.
We're not getting into that right now.
No, we are
That's all
not.
you
We
need
are
to
talking
know.
about Hades 2. And Hades 2 is currently in early access. This is from Supergiant Games. This is the first sequel that Supergiant has ever done. And this is for their much...
Is it because sweet baby made him do it?
No.
We're not getting into that, damn it.
This is because the first game was incredibly successful.
Very successful.
With some people like Austin saying it was one of his favorite games of all
Yes.
time and one of his almost game of the years. And then he refuses to play this one. But that's besides the point. This game is taken from a different perspective.
Okay.
So previously you played as the son, one of the sons of Hades, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Love it. Now you play as a daughter of Hades. And your character's name is, I can't ever pronounce her name.
Melinomo?
Melinomo.
No.
Melinomo. Melanini. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Melano. Or I don't know how do you pronounce the E.
Yeah, but Melinoe or something like that. But she's a younger sister of Zagreus, who was a character you played in the first game, and the second born child of Hades and Persephone. So she's a witch. So she's got magical witchy powers that she can do.
Okay.
And the game is very similar to the first one in every way. It's got the same kind of art style. The art still, of course, looks more incredible than ever before. Like the art is really, really great. And it's got the same type of loop where you drop in, you do a run, you upgrade stuff, you die, you come back. And what you come back to is actually a place called the Crossroads now. And the Crossroads gives you access to go down and go up. So I haven't gone there yet, but I believe you're going to be able to go up to like Olympus and like the surface and do some fighting, as well as go down into the underworld,
Hades.
essentially. Yeah. And do all that stuff. So the little bit I played so far, the game's super smooth. I'm playing on my Steam Deck actually, and it runs great. And I jump in there, and you have your main attack, which is your melee attack. You have a witch's staff as your first weapon. And you just go in there and you do all these like different attacks. You can hold down X or hold down the attack button, and that'll do like a heavy attack.
Okay.
That uses up mana points essentially. So you have your health and your mana in the bottom left corner. It uses up your magic points when you do the heavy attacks. You also have a ranged attack that'll shoot out, I think at the beginning, like these little like, I don't know, like arrow thingies that come out of your staff. And then you can do a heavy attack on that as well. And then what's new to her is she's got a magic casting ability that drops like a circle on the ground that stuns people in the circle. And then you can also hold the button down. It also will do damage to them. And as you're progressing through the game and you go through the different levels and stuff like that, you can unlock abilities to obviously enhance those attacks like you have in the previous games. Some of them will give like scorch abilities. Some will do lightning. Some will do all these different abilities and variations and stuff like that to the casting, the range attack, and then the melee attack, which makes for a lot of really cool, interesting variety in combat and stuff like that. Every time you come back to Crossroads, there's like a place, like a training ground, so you can practice with all the stuff that you've upgraded, because when you come back to Crossroads, that's where you upgrade all of your things. So you can upgrade your weapons. There's 4 different types of weapons in here. So far, I've only unlocked the main witch's staff, and I just unlocked the umbral blades, and the blades are like super fast, like quick, hitting kind of things, which I really like a lot. You can also upgrade your range. You can upgrade your casting ability. And you also have these cards that you can unlock with points that you get as you're playing the game that help you give permanent buffs to your character, in addition to the buffs you get from the gods as you're playing through the runs of the game itself. The acting is great. I mean, some of the stuff is not in there yet, but like most of what I played, I mean, this game is a very complete game for what it is. I haven't found any like issues really with the game yet.
Okay.
It's been running super smooth. Illustrations are amazing. Story is interesting so far. I don't know exactly what's happening, so I didn't finish the first one. I need to go back and watch a recap. But there's some interesting, setups happening here, some interesting character development things going on. But really, the core of it is going back to just the gameplay loop here, and the gameplay loop is really, really good and fun and hard, very hard. I haven't beat the first boss yet. I've died a lot, but I'm getting better and better every time. So hopefully at one point I get there. But it's been really interesting so far. I mean, it's $30 in early access. I think it's gonna be in early access for about a year, just like they did with the last one. But apparently, like I was reading an article on Rolling Stone, they've got like 70 hours in this game already.
Jesus.
There's a lot of content to it.
Early access, that much content?
Yeah,
I thought it was coming out this year.
it could. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how the early access runs. But as you're playing through the game, you have. I think that the main difference is that casting ability that you have. So it slows down people on the screen for a little bit. Everything can be charged, like I mentioned. Uses the magic meter to upgrade and stuff like that. There's these boons that have seen an overhaul, so you can upgrade. There's different boons that you get from different gods. You'll conversate with said gods and goddesses, and they'll give you these different boons that you can like upgrade and level up as you're playing through the game. The character designs are really interesting. Yeah, it's been fun so far. I'm really enjoying it.
You play the first one, right?
Yes, I didn't beat it, but yes.
Yeah. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, I thought you get to, different areas in the first one, and then you could, progress from the start of that area.
Yeah.
It's no, you have to start the whole thing
Yeah, I know.
over again. and
Yeah.
get
That's what's
better
so
and better
hard
and
about
better.
it, you know? It's like, it's a lot of, it's cool because as you're getting further and further along, it's like, oh yeah, you've made it, this is the furthest you've made it so far. Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's been a bitch to get here, but, making it through. But it's a really good, I think it's going to blow people's minds. They're going to be all about it because it's literally, what's interesting about this game is it's not a brand new experience of it in any way, but it's just like God of War to God of War Ragnarok. It's just basically better in every way from the first game. So, and it's, combat's very similar, but it's like an evolution and they've built on it so much, but kept the core like really tight in there. And it just looks really cool. They did a really good job with the art style and everything. So, there's a lot of mechanics here, but it's, it's kind of like, Cult of the Lamb, for example, has a very clear, finite like pathway of like the different like, roguelike elements that you're doing.
Yeah.
This one you don't know how far you are. It's just like you go to a room, you go down different paths, and you keep going and going and going until like you die. And then you go back and do it again. And it's crazy, but it's a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I think if you guys liked the first game and played first Hades, I definitely recommend jumping into this.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Looks very similar.
Yeah. So
Except with a woman this time.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
yeah. There's a lot of women characters in this game. They're great.
I
They're
see
super
that.
cool. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen one man. He was the only man I saw was a skeleton.
No, there's a couple male characters in the main hub area too,
I gotcha.
Your little fighting buddy that helps you train and stuff like that. He's a dude.
Yeah, no, that's the one I was talking about. The
Oh,
only
yeah.
one I saw.
Oh yeah. And then there's the dude in the middle. I forgot his name. I think it's Apollo. Yeah, Apollo's there. He's in there. Several guys in there.
Okay.
And then you have like the lady you talk to. I forget her name, but she's like the keeper of the crossroads or whatever, the headmistress. She's got like big giant 6-pack abs.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy. She
Muscle
looks like
mommy.
a force to be reckoned with.
Muscle mommy.
Yeah,
mommy.
exactly. But yeah, no, it's great. I'm excited for people to jump into it. I love. I was playing I've been playing Dave the Diver, getting into that, further and further into the game. But this is a nice kind of switch to change it up, and it's a great Switch or Steam Deck. I said Switch earlier, I think, but Steam Deck game.
Yeah, I want it to be on Switch. Maybe I'll think about it
Yeah,
once it's on Switch.
yeah, it'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should
Probably.
be. The last one wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think it released on it. I think,
launch.
it came later.
I bet that's
I'm
one they'll
not-
release on day one.
Yeah, I would hope so. We'll see. We'll see how much it is.
Cool beans.
Yeah. Hades 2, y'all. If
Hades 2,
you
y'all.
want to jump into some of that, it's available early access now on Steam.
Yeah, yeah.
Lots and lots of content here. So you're going to get your money's worth, and then you can always go back and replay later when a full game comes out. I've heard people say that there's like little like placeholder images and stuff. I haven't seen that yet, but apparently there's points where you get to the game that it's like placeholders. But
Oh, cool.
no, it's great.
You have T-pose enemies coming at you.
No, not yet.